Hello everyone and welcome to the Microsoft Upsell webinar. In this Q&A session, Nolutando will be asking Ax a series of questions pertaining to upselling Microsoft 365 licenses. Enjoy.
Can you explain the differences in apps and services between Microsoft 365 Business Basic and Microsoft 365 Business Standard?
There is a lack of detailed understanding about 365 and the differences. At first glance, most of us just look at the pricing. Quickly identify that we get desktop publishing software in Publisher and a local database in Access, and then decide whether or not those two applications are required for our environment. There are so many more differences. As we move through the Microsoft SKUs towards the higher end, the features, functionality and security vary vastly from the lower to the higher end SKUs. So for your first question, between basics and standard, small differences. Web and mobile versions of Office apps, iOS and Android. Cloud storage, email, standard security, Microsoft support, both reside for basic and standard. Business Standard does give desktop versions of Office apps with more premium features, webinar abilities, registration and reporting tools. However, the Business Standard SKU isn't always where I advise my customers to go. Let me draw something up for you. I want you to get a high-level overview of 365. So 365 is built on top of Azure. A lot of people just look at apps. I want you to think of apps as one engine. This is where you can take a license and run it up to 5 devices, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Visio. That's what most end users kind of think that 365 is. It's not actually just that. I want you to think of other things that 365 gives us. Think about email, shared calendars, scheduling. Think about how we collaborate through Teams and SharePoint, Yammer. Think about social media element. Okay. Intranet. Storage. Content delivery services. Stream. Delve. A very important one. Insights and analytics. This engine is insane. Integrates very nicely with BI, business intelligence, like Power BI, productivity scores, security scores, compliance management score. Think about project and task management, okay, through Planner. Or projects as an add-on license, to-do lists. Think about automation, app building, chatbots. Very important part is information governance and information protection. Labeling, retention policies, sensitivity labels, data loss policies, encryption, advanced threat protection, Defender, there's anti-malware software, the firewall software, the credential guard software, exploit, identity, Windows information protection, BitLocker. When someone says 365 and they're only thinking about that element of the solution, you can see how detailed 365 actually is. There's a lot more to it. It's a lot more than just day-to-day apps. that we use. It's a lot more to Outlook and Teams. And the different SKUs give us access to different parts of Microsoft 365.
What benefits would a customer gain by moving to a more comprehensive Microsoft 365 SKU?
Good question. We need to identify what features and functionality the client requires. We also need to look at where they are in their security strategy. Their security journey and vision is critical in making a decision on what 365 SKU they purchase. And when we look at the lower end SKU, there's a lot missing there. It's all about assessing security, features and functionality, and an understanding of where our clients are at and where they want to go.
Is it possible to have different types of Microsoft 365 plans within my organization?
Yes, it is possible.
A lot of resellers have been asking what Windows Intune is. Please, can you explain?
Sure. Intune is a cloud-based service or engine. It's all about device management, MDM, and mobile application management, MAM. It basically controls your devices, phones, tablets, and laptops. Allows you to create policies to control what devices connect where and what applications run on them. For example, you can prevent emails from being sent to people outside of your organization. You need to control your BYOD devices when they're on the corporate network. A good Intune strategy will protect organizations' data, isolate organizations' data from personal data.
Why is device and app management something that our customers should really consider?
Intune is part of Microsoft's Enterprise and Mobility and Security Suite, EMS. It integrates with Azure Active Directory Security Engine to control who has access and what they can access. It's a very powerful engine and a critical component in all modern infrastructures. With everyone working remotely, on the go and being mobile, controlling what device and user has access to what data is paramount. With COVID, companies had to make some sacrifices in their security strategy to get people working on their personal devices quickly. We are now seeing that companies that don't have a device strategy to police and control their devices are paying dearly. Malware, ransomware, exfiltration of data, it's hitting infrastructures hard.
I've heard about Azure Information Protection. How important is it in an environment?
Azure Information Protection enables organizations to discover where their data resides, in what repositories, classify it, and protect the data, documents or emails by applying labels to that content. Administrators can view who has access to what data, when it was accessed, from where. ARP has a very powerful labeling and classification function designed to protect data. Companies require strategies to control and protect their data, otherwise they will lose it.
I've been speaking to a lot of my resellers and they don't have the skill set required to configure all these additional services. Is there a way in which Mustech can maybe assist?
It can be daunting for administrators to familiarize themselves with all the functionality and features of 365. And without training, learning to configure everything properly, and to use best practice, it can be a very long and tedious journey. Mustech have a world-class training arm, MISA InterEd, providing relevant skills with official Microsoft courseware, real-time lab environments, and highly skilled Microsoft instructors. That is what MISA InterEd do. And when Mustech clients require those skills, that's where we send them to. They have empowered and internationally certified hundreds of Microsoft engineers, sending them out with the correct skill sets to work on Microsoft products and infrastructures.
Thank you so much, X, for all this information. It really helped us a lot.